Hey everyone, how you doing? This is Stefan Metro from MybeBeeTV, and we're gonna try to reach out to Nathaniel Schooler. I do think he is in his car, so just for a moment, I'm gonna try to invite him live. That's probably what's gonna function here. So here we go. If Nathaniel is in his car driving, please put the earplug and the hands-free and try to connect with us right now on MybeBeeTV Live. Hold on a second, audience. Thank you very much. I'm going to try to see if Solomon Jones is here as well. So we could be like 3 people today on the screen just to try out to get my other buddies right here with us. So do we have Nathaniel Schooler and Solomon Jones live on the road? I don't know. I'm going to try to get them on board. So, hey, here we have Solomon Jones. Yeah, okay, you're going to be live in 1 second. Ready? Here we are. Where are you? Bring a guest. It's not solo. Okay. God, I've lost him. Okay. Solomon was there a minute ago, and then, whoops. So how do we get everyone here on MybeBeeTV live show on Facebook? Okay. Yeah, we have some technical issues. Solomon didn't think he was jumping live in a Facebook live show with MybeBeeTV. I'm still trying to reach out to Nathaniel Schooler. I'm going to invite him again to the show if he can join from his car with his smartphone. Hope so. And probably we're gonna have me and Solomon Jones live, waiting for a third guest, Nathaniel. Nathaniel is supposed to introduce Jimmy Roberts' house hiking course online on MybeBeeTV tonight at 9:30 GMT time. I mean the United Kingdom time. So we were going to see if we can have like any minutes our guest live. This is the first attempt to get 3 people live on MybeBeeTV. Hope it's going to work. At least I do think that myself is live broadcasted on MybeBeeTV live on Facebook. That's the first success that we get here from MybeBeeTV. Here we are again. I think, yeah, we have Solomon with a nice shirt on, and I'm going to try to put him on the stage. Yeah, yeah. We
You guys
got,
doing out there?
yeah, here you are. How you doing, Solomon?
Pretty good in yourself?
Yeah, I'm fine. As you can see, we're having a fantastic moments with MybeBeeTV.
Okay.
And any minute, if we succeed to connect, we're going to have Nathaniel Schooler. I think you guys both chat together yesterday,
Yes.
and you had a good moment.
Yes.
And we're going to try to get him as well. But it's going to be in a car driving. That's insane, right?
Yes, it
This
is.
is insane what we can do with Affinity Networks, because you and I know each other from BB, the
Yes.
largest affinity networking platform. It's a social media created in Spain, and we are, I mean, social media entrepreneurs, you and I.
Yes.
You are aware of my brand ambassadorship initiative. So
I am.
yeah, MybeBeeTV used to be a Hive. It's a social group like any other on any
Okay.
tool. And we have had the guts all together with friends and yourself to transform that into a technology where we can interact. That's what we're doing right now. So the challenge is to get Nathaniel from the car. That would be, that kind of feature used to be CNN playgrounds, Fox News playground, because and we are not anchormans, and we're
Yes.
the superstars,
Yeah.
and I think that's worth trying to do some kind and awesome initiative. People are not used to that. But for the moment, I'm gonna let you introduce yourself, okay, for the audience.
Okay.
And we'll probably reuse that footage
Okay.
on BB. It works fine. We'd like to introduce what you're doing with your company.
Okay. Well, my name is Solomon Jones, originally from Newark, New Jersey, but I'm presently in Allentown, Pennsylvania, and I've been online for maybe going on 3 years now. I started off as a social media coach, and I was also making videos as well for my capture pages as well as my own business. So after a while, I decided to start using those promotional commercials to start selling them, and that's when I came up with X1K commercials. And so far, I've actually started to generate more revenue by making the commercials than actually the social media coaching. So what I'm doing is I'm promoting the videos, X1K commercials, and then I'm showing people how to actually use them. Because people look at these commercials, they look pretty, they look fancy, but what can you do with them? You know what I mean? So that's where the social media coaching part kicks in, and I'm showing them how to use these videos to establish brand awareness, to get their names out there. Actually, the videos and using brand awareness campaigns online is probably one of the most powerful tools that you have to get your brand out there. So that's basically what I'm doing. It consumes most of my time. As a result, I've actually had the opportunity to work with a couple social media agencies right now, and I'm actually making a video for a ballroom in California for they
Yeah,
rent out the ballroom for weddings and everything. But I'm pretty much primarily focused on that right now, trying to get that ball rolling.
that's awesome. That's awesome. So I think that, like, from Devon, okay, in the United Kingdom, we got Nathaniel Schooler online, right? Nate, are you there?
What's
Hey,
up, buddy?
how you doing? How you
Pretty
doing?
good. Pretty good. I
Yeah,
see you
I'm
enjoying
good.
that car.
I've got a real problem. I've got a real problem though.
What's that?
Uh,
What?
I'm at 4% battery. So
Oh my God.
yeah, because I've been sitting in the park. I've been working on my phone for like 3 hours. You know, your
Oh,
phone's like a
Yeah.
mainframe computer,
Yeah.
right? So now I'm at 3%. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
but so, and if I start my car, you won't be able to hear me anymore because it's so loud. So look,
You got a
we're gonna be,
roster. You got a
we're gonna be.
roster.
I got 2%. So we're gonna be live tonight
Yeah.
at
Okay.
9:30 UK time. So
Yeah.
Okay.
we're gonna do a similar broadcast to this one, and
Okay.
it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna talk about taking pictures on the iPhone.
Okay.
So my one of my associates, just about half-hour drive from where I live, he's going to come on and help us.
Jamie Robert House,
explain.
right?
Yeah, and he's a professional photographer, and he's also a tutor. So he teaches all the way up from beginner like me, because I'm a total beginner. I should really be holding this up here,
Yeah.
but like so he teaches me all the way up to university level. So it's quite exciting. It's really nice. So, but it's lovely to see you, Solomon.
Likewise.
Yeah, we'll have a good chat soon, dude. I love what you're doing out there.
Likewise.
Brilliant. And I will see. It'll be 21:30 p.m. Stephen, later. So 9:30. I mean, I might jump on before. If people want to come on and chat with me, I might jump on at 9 and then have a conversation about other stuff. So we'll kind of go from there, really. But yeah, it'll be a lot of fun, dude. It's really great. Really great to build up my connections in the States. You know.
Yeah, this is actually my first time doing this, so it's like I'm like amazed by it. You know, it's good.
It's okay. It's okay. What we're gonna
amazing.
Yeah. What we're gonna try before you run out battery. We're going to try with Solomon to give a little buzz on BB and all the social media we have to leverage some audiences for this evening. What we do is record it, right? So we're going to use this to announce on BB. We're going to do that with just to do what I call the live test drive. You know, it's not because you're in a roaster that we're test driving.
That sounds good to me.
And Solomon, what we had with Nathaniel is the concept of shades on. So what we do, we bring our sunglasses and we put them on, and when we go wacko and crazy, because I do think that live broadcasting should be something entertaining. We could have like serious topic. We could teach people. We could teach what we're doing in terms of entrepreneurship. And here we are, Three Faces live on Facebook. If you are used to use Facebook, if you're not using Periscope, there is no two-way. It's one way. Now, without any jokes, it's a three-way. But we have with that technology, with MybeBeeTV, we have the opportunity to have 10 guests waiting in the lobby. And I am a kind of multimedia producer that is going to flip from one guest to another, and there would be a lot of interaction. And as I am saying, the interesting minimum format would be 30 minutes or could be 60 minutes. Now, when we are covering not Irish events, but we can cover live events. We had an idea with Nathaniel to go for the CMO or DMO summit.
CDO. It's the Chief Digital Officers Summit in London.
In London.
Yeah, and the guy that organised it, he's actually launched, I believe, 4 or 5 of them globally, maybe 6 now. And so the first UK CDO summit was actually held at the BBC in London. And I don't know if do you know about the BBC?
Isn't that like a news station?
Yeah. So they make loads of programs. And
I don't know what CDO is though. I have to look that up.
It's Chief Digital Officer. Yeah. So the CDO is the person that actually, marketing should really report to the CDO as far as I'm concerned. I think marketing actually should be the CDO. I think if a CDO is not a marketer or doesn't understand marketing, I don't think they should be a CDO personally, but it all depends on the organization. It could be very different in each organization. Yeah. But a lot of the time you find that actually the CEO, was the chief marketing officer. You're finding that is a big trend right now. So what they're doing is they're actually hiring CDOs, to actually sit just underneath them to manage everything. Because what you've got now is you've got data, okay? And I mean, I've been studying the geeky side to data. I'm going to explain it in English, which anybody can understand, because I am disgusted. I've had enough with these people that talk all this crap, excuse my French, and no one understands what on earth they're talking about, So, so we all know that we're producing more data every day than we've ever been able to deal with, So 80% of businesses, are not integrating this data within their entire business process. Yeah. What that means, okay, is that someone who is clever can come along and they can go, oh, I'm going to move into this territory with my business, and I'm going to expand horizontally or vertically, and then they're going to go, oh, I'm going to take this market, and then they just take the entire market over, yeah, because they can actually keep an eye on costs, they can reduce losses, they can improve cash flow, they can keep. I mean, it's unbelievable. Look at what Amazon have been doing. I mean, what will happen? I mean, I had a vision. I was in the supermarket the other day. We have a very, very good supermarket chain here called Lidl, yeah, and what will happen, and it's probably happening in some supermarkets already, is they will use video, okay, to actually keep an eye on the customer. They will know who you are because your mobile phone will tell them who you are, okay, and then they will know what products you have bought throughout your entire history of dealing with that retailer. Then they will look at behaviors that you are actually doing in the shop. So for example, say I was buying some sushi, yeah, and every time I go to Lidl I buy sushi, yeah, and it was like £1.99, yeah, okay. Then about 6 weeks ago they put the price up to £2.29, yeah. So I was like, and I stood there by the shelf and I was like, do you know what? That 30 pence has actually pushed that over the budget, because I'm very frugal. Yeah. Being frugal is important if you want to be in business, right? We all know this. Yeah. So I tried to just have a budget and stick to the budget, and it was 30p. So I was like, no, but what's going to happen is these companies are actually going to be, well, they can do it already, and then they will have different pricing. When you get to the till, someone will probably just say, well, we will just have bespoke pricing, and you'll just turn up at the till and it will be as cheap as it could be based upon the items you're buying. Yeah. There'll be all sorts of different ways that retail is going to be changed, but that goes all the way through supply chain. If you look at like artificial intelligence within warehouse managers, robots, yeah, were employed by Hitachi in 2015. Hello, Robert. In 2015, yeah, to manage the warehouse, yeah. So, and what they did, that created an 8 to 9% increase in productivity within 24 hours. Really? Yeah. I'm just giving you this download because I'm buzzing on it, because like. And that's why we all need to actually build our personal brands and create something that adds value to others, yeah, and it adds value to business. And if we can do that, then we're gonna be laughing, and we're not gonna be worried about all this AI, because there's a big panic about it, right? Hola, Pepe, ¿qué pasa? Pepe's in Madrid.
In Madrid, Pepe is the jefe de prensa. So it means that's the headmaster of headquarters at BB, the #1 personal branding platform in the world, with now, after 24 months of existence, 12 million users. Wow. You know, that's an awesome platform. I really recommend everyone to join BB. We are all BBs, and I think Solomon and I are brand ambassadors, if I get that right. And we have at Pepe Jordan de Urias, who is the chief public relation manager over there in Madrid. So hi, hola, compadre. Estamos contentos de tener tus comentarios con nosotros. That's most
mucho gusto, Pepe.
Mucho gusto.
Hola.
Nosotros queremos practicar español muy rápido, ¿no? ¿Eh?
Sí.
It means we want to speak Spanish really quickly, right?
And I know, Nathaniel, that your dad is an expert with wine. So we could have your dad live on MybeBeeTV, broadcasting everywhere in the world, and he could give us some insight about Spanish wines. You know, Spanish wines are awesome. I actually like Italian wines. You know, sometimes they are not well recognized as good as they are.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think Spanish wine is amazing. I mean, living out there last year, I'm very lucky that I managed to get away from my estranged wife and run away to Spain for a year. And yes, I agree, Robert. It definitely needs to be unique. That's why I'm sitting here in my little roadster having a conversation, and uniqueness is totally what it's about. So, yeah, I mean, in terms of doing wine tastings and stuff like that, I agree. I think wine tastings should definitely be part of the curriculum in there. But I'm probably going to do a beer tasting next Wednesday week, because I'm a real fan of like IPAs and like American pale ales and all sorts of things. So I'm gonna go to Jamie's house, which Jamie Howes is his name. He's about like 45 minutes drive, and I'm gonna go and drink some beer and stay over, and we're gonna just chat. It's gonna be cool. So we're gonna just spend a bit of time. But we're going to broadcast, I think, 3 times next Wednesday. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Everyone has to know that we're a bunch of guys, digital entrepreneurs, and we are going with one, I would say, broadcast, a channel called MybeBeeTV, because we are a community of 12 million dudes and gals, okay? And I think that's the opportunity to better know each other and interact in a new way. So, of course, this technology, and we're going to be the pioneers on Facebook to do so. Why? Because we've got a 2.6 billion audience in front of us. So as usually, Nathaniel is always saying we should use what we have in our environment. Well, in Facebook environment, the audience is 12.6 billion. I doubt that everyone's going to watch us. Okay, we are very comfortable with that. But at least we are very close one to each other on that famous bb.com platform, because it is all about personal branding, and I think Nathaniel is going to be surprising us very, very soon with personal branding, and affinity network. I have affinities with Solomon. I have affinities with Nathaniel, and that goes in the other way around. And I do think at a certain point, instead of what I call egometrics or ego-centered, Facebook Live, it's me, myself, and I. Yeah, we will go for a complete interaction where the audience, and we've seen in that test drive, the audience has interacted with us. And Robert was saying that your personal brand needs to be you and unique. So we are unique, but the differentiator here, we are unique collectively. So that's a new notion, about being ourselves. We are unique. I know Nathan has his style. Solomon has his style. I have my style. We are working seriously, but in an entertaining mode, right? And what I love with that new format is that it is transcultural. I mean, we're in Canada, we're in USA, and we're in UK right now. It's different time of time. I got partners at the other end of the world. I got some people in UAE. I got some people in Oceania, like Australia and New Zealand, and we're gonna mix up, that. This evening we have, I think, a 30 minutes format with Jamie Robert House, who's going to talk about high point course and so on. But after next week with Nathaniel, we're starting to have some new shows about specific topics. I think Solomon now is hooked on, and he wants to be because I know you have applied to the Facebook group.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And as I was saying, it needs a little prep work, such as, guys, as if you have seen that we can pop in the comments of the live audience, we can put some banners, links, and so on. After, even if we're live like 30 minutes, it stays forever on the digital world with Facebook. And if you download like it's a right-click copy videos URL, okay, and then after you download it to your software, you can upload that back to your YouTube channel and stream it again forever and ever. And that's a part of our personal brand. When customers, when partners would like it, who hell is Nathaniel Schooler? Who is Solomon Jones? Who is Stephen Bertrand? They would say, okay, these guys, with a snap of a finger, they collaborate, they make an event, a buzz, a trend. After we both know that we can be using some account-based marketing servers and strategies. We can use marketing automation with all the social medias, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and so on. And then after, it won't be surprising that we have like 2 million audience at the end of the week. And if you are relating what we're doing, which is a live event, right, to some sales and marketing automation, such as account-based marketing server, I call that for short ABM server. Well, what you do, you store social media accounts, and then you have a one-to-one relationship with a large community.
Yeah, personalization.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to scan your Twitter handles just to know where are you starting from with your what I say weekly exposure plus the outreach of the accounts that you can reach out to. That means it is a funnel, in some ways.
Okay.
I know what are my numbers, but I don't want to show off. Okay. Because Nathaniel, I am very angry after you. You called me a legend. Never do that again. There is only one legend in the world. It's a black singer. His name is John Legend. That's the only legend we have in the world. I'm not a legend. I'm a normal dude. I'm a normal dude trying to do his best with other normal dudes. No,
I like that.
Regular dude,
we
man.
do. Well,
I like that.
It's an open house. It's an open house.
Do you know what? I think we should do? I think we should get all this rolling and then all go on Harley Davidsons throughout the US. All the way through.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That sounds crazy.
That's
good. Your shades.
You need to get your shades, Solomon.
I got them in the car, actually. I got them in the car.
You got to get them, definitely. But,
I'm gonna bring them out.
Robert says here, your personal brand needs to be unique. I mean, how the hell isn't it unique? Everybody's different, and as long as you are yourself, you're genuine, right? You're not fake, That's what it's all about, and showing off who you are, what you do for other people, why you're different, better than anyone else, why you're credible, and what gives you authority, and that's it. All of those things, if you can cover all those things, that's what you need.
Sorry about that, guys.
Because of live streaming, what's he saying here? Cool.
So Robert say because live streaming and my personality matching others have clients in USA, Canada, UK, and Australia. So what I do believe that we will try to hunt down Robert Stan to know where he is. He has to apply to the Facebook MybeBeeTV group to be jumped, because that's the entrance door. We had some requirements in that group. We asked people first to be at least once per month via a co-VIP host. So, for example, you are Solomon and Nathaniel co-host with me today, right now.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Any applicant or candidates has to be doing that at least once a month. Okay. They need to go once a week. A guest. That means, for example, we are only 3, but if we will be like 13, I need to shuffle people and give them some airtime and talk time to each of.
That's awesome idea,
right? And so that's the second condition. Like, so one time a co-host, 4 times a month a guest, just to interact. Why? Because we have some maybe updates and news or launch you would like to announce. So I think 4 times is conservative. And one requirement we're asking, because we are online marketers as well, we ask people that would like to be part of the guest house or the VIP co-host house. We are asking them to join BB. Why? Because it's really great to find like-minded people. Because we all met on BB, and after we witnessed that we were also Facebook friends. And then at the end of the month of September, beginning October, which is what happens now. Now we're live on Facebook with a new format. You know, Nathaniel is in his car. That's insane. You know,
this is
in a plane. You could be skydiving, Nathaniel. We're gonna push you up to your limits. You know.
We could be. We could
with the shark. Swim with the sharks. Run with cannibals. Jump off the cliff.
Yeah, well, it's amazing. Very good. A very good phone app, I must admit. Very good process. Can't say any more than that. Thankfully, I've actually got a charger, so I've managed to put some charge in my phone.
Okay.
But I think the most important thing is keeping this punchy. Yeah, we have to keep the broadcast really punchy. Oh, hey, you're in New Jersey. Cool.
Yeah. So Robert is in New Jersey. So
yeah, I mean, that's the key, is keeping it really punchy, delivering masses of value. Yeah, that's what all content needs to be now, because concentration spans have dropped to below a freaking goldfish. Yeah.
Yes.
Because
that's why videos where is that.
Yeah, because people are not in control of their minds, And I mean, a sort of acquaintance of mine, there's this guy called Jay Shetty, and he's got about 2 million Facebook friends, So yesterday he interviewed Russell Brand,
I saw that,
and I caught the last bit of it, But if I'm honest, I don't like the way Russell Brand talks about meditation, He talks about meditation like it's something that no one can achieve unless they sit down cross-legged and do whatever he does. And he makes up all this rubbish, like all these statements about, and it's utter rubbish. Meditation, right, is what you want it to be. If you walk down the road and you go for a walk for half an hour, that could
you can
be
meditate on your
meditation.
thoughts.
Going fishing could be your meditation.
Meditation is about breathing and getting inside of yourself. And forget all the worries around you. Forget all the noise, and then you're back with yourself.
You can even converse. I've heard somebody describe it as conversing with yourself in your mind, based on read and experience. You can meditate on anything. There's different forms of it. You don't always have to be there with your legs crossed, with your hands out. There's lots of ways of doing it.
Yeah, there's loads. But like, I just dislike these people who try to just confuse other people. Yeah. They're confusing people by baffling them with words. Yeah.
Sometimes shit happens. That's what Russell Brands. It's all about. Maybe he is confused himself, and the only other way that can come out is to be confusing others. I don't know, but I don't know if he's doing that on purpose or if that's unconscious. But anyway, I don't have any opinion on Russell's behavior or whatever he could do. But I do think in some ways he needs to put the word out, and for that I cannot blame him. Now if some of us don't like what he said or how he behaved, I cannot do anything for Russell's brands.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that
I think his phone probably turned off.
Nathaniel.
I think his battery died.
Yeah, I think the battery died. And we have also David Vernon that mentioned that he also saw Russell Brand's interview. So Russell is really universal. And now I think David has an idea for California. How does MybeBeeTV looks like in terms of interaction? Because David Vernon is running some initiatives that he will soon, come up live with us with. And I think that that's a great opportunity to have David Vernon live with us. So I'm going to put back live Nathaniel, whether he switched phones, but he's back. He's back on saddle, so we're going to re-invite him again.
That's funny. Sorry about that.
We found
that's okay.
I wanted to just check my messages just to see what was going on, and I thought I might be able to stay on the air and check my messages, but it didn't. It didn't work like that. You see, it's the goldfish. The moment I talk about the goldfish brain, is the moment that I go, I've got to go and do this.
That's okay. You're right.
I don't know where it is. You need to have like two phones.
David, do you see David?
David Vernon,
there, and I wonder what he thought of the Russell Brand interview. I mean, I found that the product placement seemed quite awkward. The way that Jay turned around and said, "Oh, you've got to buy Russell's book." Yeah, it was all a bit like. Jay didn't. I don't think Jay really. Maybe he doesn't feel happy being a salesman or something. I don't know. I'm not quite sure about that. But it was a funny interview, to be honest. And I think we can interview some much more interesting people and much more liked people. People don't like him. Like
he must be doing something right, though, right? He has all those followers.
Like Russell Brand. No.
He must be doing something right. I hope so.
Well, I mean, you can't. No one's going to like. You're not going to be liked by everyone, are you? At the end of the day.
No, it's impossible.
But I think Russell Brand is disliked by quite a lot of people. I don't want to be like that.
I'm not really that familiar with him, but what exactly does he do? I mean,
I don't know these days. I mean, he's been in a few films. He was in a film with the hottest chicks, man. Like really? seriously, like they were so hot. And then I think he banged the guy's wife next door or something. I don't know, but it was a crazy film. It was absolutely brilliant. But he's just a celebrity, And but I thank you for sharing that, Stefan. But
no, that's branding, right?
But I think the problem is the ego, of these people, and actually they might try and talk about the ego and the needs of the ego and actually try and inform people that they know about the ego, but that doesn't actually stop their behavior from being bad.
Yeah.
And there's one thing being aware of your ego, and there's another thing saying, well, actually, I'm not an idiot. I've had to work really hard to get where I'm at, and this is who I am. I'm not fake, and that's something that I like about both of you, because you're just genuine, normal people. Do you know what I mean?
That's hard to find these days. It's difficult to find. Like one of the things, it's like when I'm on Facebook, I make sure I try to speak or engage 20 new people on a daily basis. First, the personalities on Facebook, and I'm not bashing Facebook, but I'm saying the personalities on Facebook are a lot different than a lot of personalities on, the people you talk to on BB.com. Like I actually got cursed out a couple times just based off misunderstandings of what I was saying, and I thought it was pretty much unnecessary. But like I said, the ego is a very difficult thing for people to get past, especially if you have one. Some people aren't even aware of it, but it has to do with I'm assuming itself. You have to embrace some type of wisdom beyond what you think or your experience.
Yeah.
I know very little.
David, what's that?
I'm a pretty humble guy, but I mean, like I said, you may say, for instance, if I excel at doing one thing especially better than anybody else, okay, but you're not curing cancer. You're not feeding starving children in third world countries. You have a talent, that's good. People can come to you for advice, but at the end of the day, that doesn't make you God. And some people think you're special. In reality, like I said, you're not really doing anything to contribute towards mankind. Unless you're doing some type of community service or something like that, I can understand that. But even people are like that are humble.
Yeah, absolutely. They don't show off or pretend to be like normal guy, but they are doing an extraordinary thing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, every day of the week. And I believe sometimes when those guys are high, they can walk on water. And my grandpa always told me, about people, walking on water. That's the stupid things ever you can do in life, because the water is actually good. You should dive in instead of walking on it.
Well, they walk on water because they can't swim.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Maybe. But
that's a joke.
Yeah, I guess so. But we lost Nathaniel again. Okay. And yeah. So I don't have any really much opinion about who is doing what, because we do something, we shout out something, but a minute after, people have dropped off their attention. They're onto something else. As you were saying, Solomon, one thing that is quite important there in life is, like, what are you doing for the others? What are you trying to achieve for mankind? I know there is something about being selfish and doing something for yourself and trying to make a living out of it. I would say that's personal brand and business performance. But there are ways to achieve that without crushing others or without confusing the masses.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
certainly for like selfish gain. Sometimes when you think about it, it's all about self.
Yeah, it's all about, why is BB.com working so well? It's all about simplicity and authenticity. We're normal dudes. We're normal dudes. Yeah, we're not gonna make America great again or whatever. We're just trying to live our lives. If we can help people, to achieve something such as be who you want to be, do what you want to do, and achieve what you want to achieve, like learn how to do it. And also what we know out there, that there are a lot of corporations that are benefiting from what I call the business of ignorance. People don't know how to. So if we vulgarize and democratize the how-tos by tutorials, by getting in a community, then we elevate the masses to a distinctive level of not awakening, but of or wisdom, but of awareness. Where people say, what I do, who I am, and what I do has value to myself and others. So I'm going to share it. I'm going to put a price tags, or I recall Nathaniel Schooler, the savvy navigator from Australia, another fantastic BB's brand ambassador from Sydney. He was saying, pay what you want. Well, that's a good idea. It's all about, you need to have that to perform anything. Well, pay what you want or pay what you can afford. So it's all about pricing, and how many people out there, how to price or to do some price model if we don't teach them how to. There are several approaches in pricing. You have the approach, I'm going to price my product, my service, because I have needs. What is the cost of my life? What is the cost of being myself? Are my debts so expensive? What are my dreams? What are my debts? What is my current spendings? And you need to calculate that. You need to know how long you're going to work during a week. And after, when you have segmented how many hours you can perform, then you need to put a price tag on it, and then make some marketing campaigns and marketing perceptual analysis and showcase, so people understand the value of what you're doing for them. As far as there's a match, and the value is perceived, people are going to buy it. Simple. It's simple. People that don't want to buy it or apply it, well, they go buy. They go buy. There's no problem about that. Not everything that we're going to do will be purchased by everyone. No. If it's useful, if it has some value, it saves time to, because some people don't buy that. Why? Because they don't have the time. Physically, they don't have the time.
I think that's one of the reasons why you should stay on the cutting edge of what's out there and what's available. Instead of my philosophy is based on what I've learned online is stop always trying to give people a new opportunity, but provide tools that will help them with the opportunities they already have. And a lot of times when as a result of doing that, I've actually gotten a lot of results out of it. And sometimes you may have a good thing and people may not be able to appreciate the value of it. Say, for instance, when it comes to establishing brand awareness, using brand awareness ads, some people just don't understand that concept. Like, I've seen people run brand awareness ads, but they don't do it like corporations do. Corporations run the ad 24/7, 365. They put it out there, they let it run. But a lot of people aren't doing that. But I think it's most important, especially what it is that we do, whatever products we have. I think it's like most important to put emphasis on what it will do for a person and how they can actually use it to benefit themselves. As a person saying, hey, I got these nice and shiny videos, they look amazing. Yeah, but how are they going to help you out with your opportunities?
Yes.
But also one thing that somebody introduced me to was the software, which allows you to kind of like have a conversation with a person without you being there, so that person can still find out about your online business. I forgot what it's called, but you set it up on a Facebook fan page, and when people leave you a message, it responds to them. It's almost like artificial intelligence, and they can still find out 70% of what you're doing, how you can help them by means of this, this software that you can put on your message box on your fan page. But that's brand new. I can imagine there's a lot of people out there that don't know about that, but that's something on the front line, on the cutting edge, staying ahead with the times, or staying ahead of the pack. And I think that, when you have an online business, I think you should always stay relevant. That's a beautiful way to stay relevant, but always staying ahead of the pack with the new technologies that are coming out that's going to help people with their opportunities.
That's very true. And I think that, when I saw on MyBeeBee and MybeBeeTV, and also saw some of your blog posts on BB, I was really interested in what we are doing. This is why I was probably one of the 3 of the 4 first subscribers on your YouTube channel. This is what I was trying to find out. What was the address of your YouTube channel? So actually, if you had the MybeBeeTV Facebook page open, if you comment under the show, you can comment and invite people to your YouTube. That would be the kind of prep work we need to do. But I'm trying to do that live, because, for example, what I have shown here was the Facebook page for the MybeBeeTV group.
Okay. So if I go to another tab, will that interfere with the video right now? Or?
Yes, because what you do, I explained that live because that's live, a live show. When you are commenting on Facebook, what I receive on what I call the multimedia mixing software. Okay. I have multi-screen. So I have one in front of me, 32 inches. On my left, there is another 32 inches, and on my right, there is a third 32 inches. And I got Facebook on the laptop. So I got just here.
You're all over the place.
We are 2 on the live show. Okay, we were 3 minutes ago. But I am managing that as a multimedia producer. So that's nice. I'm the master VIP co-host, because I'm the guy behind the scene, the wizard, the technical wizard, mixing the things. When, for example, here I am publicizing the Facebook page, so people can note it down and then join and be candidates for being co-host. But I see that now. So Robert C. Stern is commenting on Facebook. So what I do, I click there, and then you see Robert's comments, like, Solomon, I teach many chat, and that's the best messenger bot out there right now.
Okay.
So probably Robert loves.
That may be the one I'm using. It may be the one that I'm using. I'm not sure, but it does sound familiar.
Yes. One important thing I want to mention is that new format of interactivity allows us to leave a digital legacy behind us. And of course, it helps the audience or new potential customers. You know, who is Solomon? Who is Stefan? Who's Nathaniel? Who's everyone? In fact, you know, it's all about scheduling and planning some shows. And MybeBeeTV is dedicated to be a 24/7, 365 concept. Why? Because at the beginning of the concept, I intended to have like 62 co-hosts. Why? Because you have 24 tables channel on Earth, and when the Earth is rotating, if you have 62%, that would be per longitude. Yeah. You have like 3 shows. Wow. So after 10 days of bubbling on Facebook, the number of candidates is 274 yesterday evening.
Wow.
I got like 6 times more people than I need. So I need to make some place. But that's good, you know, because we cannot be like 24 hours live on Facebook ourselves. Otherwise, we're going to die because we won't sleep, eat, or whatever needs to be done, okay? So that's the great example of what an affinity networking community is, okay? Because people are asking me, Stefan, how do you expose yourself to up to 2 million people on Twitter? And because you don't have a big follower base. It's not about the follower base. Okay. It's about the clusters of the affinities, interests. Because people have some interests, and do they have affinity with you regarding their interest? What are the shared interests? Once you have a shared interest, you begin to have some affinities with someone. And affinity propagation is a Canadian science discovered 20 years ago by 2 mathematicians. And affinity propagation is getting that to the next level, or to the people that are sharing the same interest. And after, it's all about, you know, how do you store that big data analytics. This is why I'm using a technology of ours called account-based marketing servers, using account-based marketing strategy. It's sales and marketing automation. But I have democratized that because I am offering that service for $500 per year. Anyone that wants to use the basics features. If you are going